We come to question number 14. How to write a successful hardship letter. I've obviously, seen 1,000 hardship letters, and I mean, some of them have been, probably not the way that I would have suggested they write their hardship, but it was still in a good enough form that a negotiator and a vice president at their lender could figure out what was going on. But you'd be amazed how many people I've talked to that worked with somebody else, and they start telling me about their short sale that got denied and how they got forced into foreclosure, and some of them even have copies of their hardship letters and they send them to me because I ask for them. And I am just horrified at the stuff that their lawyer, their attorney firm, their agent let them send in, because it's just nuts. I mean, I've seen hardship letters where the people threaten the bank. Okay, I would just say, what the heck? That's not a hardship letter. You can't send that to the bank. It's crazy. That's not a hardship letter. Okay. I've seen hardship letters, and these are examples that other agents or lawyers allowed to be sent during a short sale negotiation. I've seen people that started verbally abusing the bank in the hardship letter because the bank wasn't letting them keep their house for the amount of money the bank was going to let them sell to someone else for. Okay, that's going to be a successful hardship letter, because some guy at the top, well, number one, the negotiator, how do you know the negotiator's not in worse shape than you? So you start talking about how the bank is doing this or the bank is doing that, and this negotiator's like, I don't even have a house. Yeah, my car has 3 wheels, and this person's complaining, that's in a $200,000 house, that the bank screwed them. It's not a good way to explain to the bank what your hardship is. Hardships. When you're writing a hardship letter, you have to think about, what's a hardship? A hardship is something you were forced to do, or a situation you've been forced into. So when I hear people, they come to me, and they come to me separately because they can't be in the same room because they're divorced or they're getting divorced. And if they got in the same room, they would each stick needles in each other's eye. And I'm talking to them, and they say, yeah, we decided to get divorced. And I look at them, I go, decided? It looks to me like you were forced to get divorced, because if you would have just done anything other, you'd be dead. And they're like, yeah. I go, well, it's probably forced more than decided. And they're like, oh yeah, you're probably right. People that were forced to move, whether it be across the city or across the state or across the country. Okay? You don't decide to move because you lost your job. You're forced to move because you lost your job. You don't decide to move because you almost hit a car head on because you have such a long drive. You were forced to move, or else you're going to hit a car head on and kill everyone, including yourself. You don't decide whether to pay your mortgage or to pay for food for your children. You were forced to not pay your mortgage and buy food for your children. So again, you have to think about the wording that you use. The bank doesn't want to believe that you made a conscious effort to screw them and to take care of yourself. They would feel much better if they realized you had no choice. You were forced to do this. So those are the things, like here's an example. We decided to get divorced and can no longer pay the mortgage and rent for an apartment. Versus, we were forced to get divorced and can no longer pay the mortgage and rent for an apartment. Okay, some people say, oh, it says the same thing. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Again, in the first, they're implying that they could have decided not to get divorced. Okay? If they would have decided not to get divorced, the bank would still be getting their money. Okay? So again, think about that. Remember, never blame the bank for your situation. It's not the bank's fault that you need to sell your home and do not have enough money to pay the difference. A surefire way to ruin your short sale is to blame them for your problems. Instead of blaming the bank, let's tell them why you're in the situation you're in, and that'll help us get you to a successful short sale. Remember, and I've said this a lot now in my last couple of videos, a successful short sale for me is where you sell your house, you get approvals, you don't have to pay a bunch of money to the banks. Okay? A successful approval for a lot of other places you could go to is you sell your house, you have to pay all the money that the bank lost, and you get pushed into financial ruin. And those places consider that a successful short sale. That's not a successful short sale. You don't have to go through that, but I can't help you if you don't call me. You need to call me. My number is 612-508-4100. That's my cell phone. You can call me day, you can call me night, you can call me weekends. I'm always working, but I can't help you if you don't call me. I'm Joe Neese, and I'll take care of you. Thanks.